is the current government, or the current state of the state, or the current state of leadership. Is it improved dictatorship, or is it an hybrid, or is it another level of dictatorship, or is it a corrupted democracy? Why am I saying so? Remember, Kenya is a democratic state, and being a democratic state, President Ruto is the most powerful, but does not have absolute power. His word is not final. He has to follow a constitution like any other Kenyan, despite being the president. He has to follow what the constitution says. Are we back in dictatorship, or are we partly in dictatorship and democracy, or we are in democracy that is corrupted? That is the question that we are likely to answer today. For me, I think it might be both. It might be a corrupted democracy or an improved version of dictatorship. Why am I saying an improved version of dictatorship? Remember, we have had recent incidents where the president himself is is saying that is defying court orders. Remember, he has always said that the housing levy must continue, and he stated that the deduction must continue. He has insisted, and he has said that whether what happens, the house bill must continue. Remember also about uh, we have seen some of the bills, or some of the strategy, or some of the things that he has tried to push. It has faced it has been its implementations of what he is trying to brought has been limited by court restriction or court suspensions. You remember the e-citizen pay bill, or the payment of all government services through e-citizen. Why was it suspended? Remember, the Kenyan constitution states for any public entity to implement or try to put out something, either is it a service, a good, or works, it has to provide a chance of competition to its citizens who are able to provide those services. Remember the first thing the court used to rule out, it said that there was no competitive bidding. Then who was the beneficiary? Why was this not considered? Remember, it was also not gazetted. The convenience fee was, they said it was not gazetted, it was inflexible, it was expensive. Uh, we have also seen other instances where the president, in a way to ensure that the housing levy has been passed. Remember, he has always said that ile panga alipewa si ya kukata cabbage. That were his words. The next thing we are going to look is, we have seen the MPs specifically to be to be specific. These Honorable Silvana Sosoro, the majority whip. Remember, there's at a point in a gathering, he was heard saying in his local dialect that he is in charge of their parliament. He is there to pay them so that they can vote in. And this was witnessed when the housing bill was tried to be put first. You remember, some Azimio MPs voted, some did not. You know, there was a lot of there was lack of trust from the opposition for them to win the two-thirds. Remember, the constitution says clearly it's not about a matter of 50-50, because if we say 50-50, 50-50, it's likely to be, it's hard to be achieved by having your fellow coalition mates. So they had to try so that they can surpass that 2/3 of parliament. They had to do something. So for me, from that part, I think it's a corrupted democracy, because we have had this representative, we elect them with an aim of representing us, with the aim of fighting for us. When they are bought out, where do we stand as citizens? What do we gain? Can we trust our leaders? I wonder. And what is the saving grace for the Kenyan people? If these people we have elected can be bought, are we safe? Are our interests at heart? Or are those who are benefiting, are those in government? Thank you for your listening, and likely to comment, follow up, and we are going to thank you. Thank you.